Hello, my name is Will and I'm CEO and founder of Quinean. And I'm delighted to be here today to talk to you about the work that we've been doing in the last 10 weeks with Transport for Wales. Indeed, during that time, it's been a privilege to work so closely with the team, particularly as we emerge from the crisis and to see all the work that's going on to get Wales back in action. And indeed, ultimately, action is what Quinean is all about. Our mission is to create tools that help humans shape the world around them, to act more confidently, without fear and with greater ambition, to be able to find and execute the right course of action to achieve their outcomes. And we do this by using AI to model processes, decisions, and outcomes, to create a digital replica of the world, which enables us to more effectively identify the root cause of suboptimal outcomes, to visualize how we might have acted differently, and to uncover the most likely path to success. And so for Transport for Wales, we've been working closely with key stakeholders in timetable governance and performance to consider how we might apply this approach to tackle the problem of short formations. That is the occurrence of a shortage of trains with appropriate capacity to fulfill some journey, an issue that our analysis shows occurs on some 9% of journeys and which co-occurs with approximately 40% of capacity, crowding and social distancing complaints in the same period. Indeed, short formations are well known to be a key performance factor. They contribute to overcrowding and poor user experience. They carry a clear reputational risk for operating companies. And now, crucially, as we hope to welcome more passengers back to the railway in this new post-COVID world, short formations will also pose acute health and safety, anxiety, and mental health concerns for both customers and employees. And yet, while it is more urgent than ever to address this issue for those reasons, we should also see this moment as an opportunity to build better. Because together with total capacity and rolling stock volumes, the circulation problem that underlines short formations is one of the key supply constraints that can leave passenger demand unmet. By constricting supply, even with increasing capacity and total rolling stock. And so if we are able to address this issue, we can create a more efficient service that utilizes resources more effectively, providing the foundation upon which future growth and expansion of capacity can be built. With that in mind, the question that we were posed by our stakeholders is how do we allocate available rolling stock more efficiently? How do we do more with the same amount of available stock and resource? And our proposed solution to this problem is to utilize our Quinean Command project, an AI-powered digital twin and analysis platform which empowers organizations to better understand their actions, their options, and their likely outcomes. A platform which lets any user understand and build models quickly and easily, predict future states based on current data, experiment with different potential interventions, identify the optimal route to success, and action that route in real time. So for the MVP, we wanted to deploy our platform to undertake root cause analysis and optimization and answer two key questions. Firstly, why do short formations occur? And secondly, how can we allocate stock more efficiently to reduce their prevalence? And so we used the platform to analyze data for the month of June 2021 and created and tested a custom UI designed with input from the performance team, which allows users to undertake root cause analysis of any individual short formation that occurred in the month, identifying primary and secondary causes of each short formation, uncovering the recommended solution according to our optimal outcome scenario, and visualizing the actions required to achieve that specific outcome. Finally, we also aggregate that data to provide higher level insight into the most frequently occurring causes and solutions across the network. And then going beyond root cause analysis of what has happened to look at how we might improve what will happen in the future, we built a digital replica of TfW's operations in the month of June and trained models to optimize allocation of units to reduce short formations. Again, building a custom UI with support from our stakeholders, we've been able to let Transport for Wales users simulate and visualize how our platform might have reduced short forms in June, allowing users to compare what was with what might have been and to test and validate the optimization models that we trained. And after several weeks of analysis and testing, we now have initial conclusions that demonstrate the potential of our approach. We've been able to automate and enhance root cause analysis of short formations in more than 90% of cases identified in the data. And through early anticipation of upcoming shortfalls, rapid identification of acceptable available substitutes, and allocation of units to ensure availability at the point of demand, we estimate that up to 35% of short formations in June 2021 could have been avoided through use of our platform. But we're aware that this is by no means the limit of the application of our platform within Transport for Wales. In the coming weeks, we will be enhancing the power of our platform by seeking to incorporate new data sources, utilising capacity estimates, passenger numbers, detailed planning rules, and allowing new actions to go beyond allocation. And we've already discussed numerous wider applications of our platform. From delays and cancellation to event planning, we'll be working with domain experts in Transport for Wales to help action their ideas. So in the coming weeks, we will continue to work with our stakeholders and new users in control to develop the UI and visualizations and build out our models and validate their efficacy before handing over a beta version of the platform for testing, delivering a tool that is tailored to Transport for Wales requirements, delivering value each day before finding further use cases with which to work. So it finally remains only to say thank you to those who have helped get the project this far in such a short space of time, with a special shout out in particular to Rick Fisher and Jonathan Evans. Diolch yn fawr iawn am wrando. I look forward to fielding any questions you might have about our project.